So usually we do start with happy half hour, in other words, meditating. And I don't know if you are aware that I did another talk earlier over on Zoom, over to Sri Lanka. That just finished 6:45. So hopefully, only about 45 minutes ago. So hopefully now I can do some nice meditation, get some energy up, and think of or feel some other beautiful things to talk about. But first of all, a nice quiet meditation. So if you can, get yourself in a comfortable position. And I'm just checking my own body now, making sure it's as best I can get into comfort. And once it's almost comfortable, then I go looking at my body part by part. I start with my feet. And look at the position of my feet, and also to make sure that they're as comfortable as I can possibly make them. And then I go deeper. It's like with my brain and my feet I make the connection, so I can pick up the sensations in my feet, in the toes and the soles of the feet, in the heels and the uppers. I can feel whether they are warm or cool, whether they are itchy or just comfortable. Once I pick up those sensations in my feet, once I have contact, once I'm mindful of those feet, it's so easy to be kind. It may sound strange to some, but I care for my own feet. Because I care for them, I can feel them relaxing. They get more and more at ease. Until, still being aware of my feet, they feel so much at ease. They feel relaxed to the max. So I can just leave them alone as I go up my legs, past my ankles. They're all pretty much relaxed, but I still have my awareness of my ankles. I can experience their sensations. And when they are really relaxed inside, not just outside, they feel comfortable. They feel free. Then I move up to my lower legs, the calf, the bones, the skin. And it's like I'm scanning those legs, moving up centimeter by centimeter, making sure everything feels fine. until I get to my knees. Once I can experience my knees, I always spend a little bit more time there, because often, if you're meditating a lot, your knees can get stiff or sore. You may have had accidents in the past or sports injuries. So when I look at my knees, my left knee is a little bit tight. So I'll give that extra zap of kindness. Making sure it is relaxed to the max. And it's not just to ensure comfort during the meditation. It's also the exercise itself of being aware, sending kindness, and seeing things ease off and relax is what I use throughout the meditation, eventually to relax my mind till it gets really, really peaceful. But now I'm still on my body, I go past the knees to my thighs, experiencing the sensations in my thighs, whatever sensations are there. And I give kindness all the way along. And if there is any tightness or tension in your thighs, you know you're giving kindness to it, because it always tends to relax and bring ease to that part of the body. And that's one of the ways you learn what kindness really is. Kindness, care, softness always brings ease, the lack of tightness or tension to whatever you give kindness towards. You may have a stray dog, you may have a snake in the forest, or even insects. You give kindness, and those animals or insects relax and don't bother you. They can feel you're not a threat, so they can become at ease. That's what happens to the muscles in my thighs right now. Give them kindness and they relax even more. Until I get to my butt, my buttocks. Sitting as I do, there's always a very strong pressure on those buttocks. But my job now is to make sure everything is even as possible, so there's no folds of cloth digging into my muscles. And if you need to fidget, now is the time, until you get maximum comfort. And then I feel that that's what I've done now, so I can move up to my waist. I love just stretching my back at this point. Makes the waist really comfortable, and the back feels good too. Often I don't start in a good posture, which is why I just scan through the body, checking it as I go along and improving it. And my back feels good now. So I go back to the bottom of my torso, which, to me, I can experience and feel the digestive tract, the colon and the intestines. As I scan my attention, centimetre by centimetre, moving up my body. Sometimes people don't have good intestinal strength. or health. And so if you see any aches or pains there, just pause and practice kindness on that part of your body. Sometimes you don't know exactly what is kindness, but when you practice, you soon discover by trial and error what actually relaxes and brings a sense of ease and comfort to that part of your body. It's just exactly the same as when someone has never met you before and you can see they're tense. Sometimes that happens when people bring their children for the first time and they look at this monk. What is he? They are scared. But after a while, you give enough kindness, they relax and start playing around in the hall. Don't know if that's good or not, I suppose it is. But you can see they're not afraid anymore, which is good. And then you move the attention further up the body, relaxing as you go. It comes to my stomach, and past the stomach. My stomach is pretty good, even though I ate a rabbit this afternoon. A chocolate rabbit given to me as a pre-Easter present. My tummy feels fine. I keep moving up my body, relaxing as I go, giving kindness to all these organs which keep me healthy and alive, to my lungs, and my heart, and up past those to my shoulders. And I can feel the tightness in my shoulders. So I imagine both ends. It's like for some reason I've been stretching them. So now I imagine letting go of both ends of these pair of muscles called my shoulder blades. And feeling them relax. They're not being pulled apart. They're not being stretched. That's a wonderful thing about mindfulness. It allows you to have feedback. You can see how those sensations in the muscles change. And you learn how to change them for the better. And you realize that what you've been doing is kindness. You move your attention down your arms, down my upper arms. Even though they're comfortable, I can still feel them. I know how those sensations are. I know them well enough. There's not another part of my body has the same sensations as the upper arms. I go past the elbows, which are also very comfortable. Past the elbows to the arms to the hands and wrists, and finally to my fingers. And I can feel those fingers. I just do minor adjustments to make them as comfortable as possible. And then I go back up to my shoulders and my neck, Just going to give some attention to my head. Make sure the head is well balanced on top of the neck. There's no tightness on my neck. I can actually feel one of the robes is biting into it a bit, so I'm just adjusting that. That's better. Making sure the head well balanced. And then lastly, I go to my face, the facial muscles. I can feel the tightness around the eyes and the mouth. I relax those, bring them to a sense of ease. I've done this so often, I know exactly what I'm doing, so it's very fast. If you don't know exactly how to relax those muscles, make sure you establish mindfulness first. Once mindfulness is established, then try this, try that, try some kindness, letting things be, opening the door of your heart to those feelings, not asking anything from your facial muscles, letting them be, and soon you learn how to relax those muscles. So the feelings around my eyes and my mouth are really at ease now. I've relaxed my whole body. So now I look at the body as a whole, like joining everything together. It's pretty relaxed. So much so, and now I look for this delight of full body relaxation. It feels good. And I notice that feeling of a body which is at ease. I just succeeded in relaxing the body to the max. It feels good. And I also know, because I've spent this time caring for my own body, it not only will make it healthier, but it also means that I can leave it alone for a while. It's like tucking up somebody in bed, making sure that they feel safe, they're comfortable, they got no worries, they can go to sleep. I'm not trying to go to sleep, I'm trying to make the body comfortable so I can now give exclusive attention to my mind. I start off with how peaceful am I? Because peace is one of those things which lives in the mind, not in the body. And it only exists in the present moment. Peace. So I ask myself how peaceful I am. And then I'm aware of peace. I also know how to make that peace more peaceful. It's never by asking for anything, never by wanting anything, but allowing this moment to be, opening the door of my heart to whatever is happening right now. And the more I let this moment be, the more the peace solidifies. I also learn how to appreciate the beauty, the delight of a peaceful mind. And I don't want anything in the whole world. This peace is delightful enough. It satisfies me. As you're meditating like this, you're getting to understand peace as your own experience. And you get to know what disturbs peace and what strengthens it. And that way you learn how to deepen and make peace more peaceful than maybe you've ever experienced before. And hopefully that peace becomes so delightful you cannot put it into words. So the words just depart from you. And you know peace very clearly in silent awareness. A thing of beauty does not need a name. And staying in this moment, experiencing the beautiful silence and beauty of the mind, you can enjoy that with no effort. You relax to the max. And I will let you know when the meditation is finished. For you, just enjoy. coming close to the end of the meditation. How do you feel? How peaceful is the mind? And how relaxed is the body? And what causes peace? How do you create relaxation? How do you do letting be? Because you've just done it. This is where we learn, where we grow insights into how to be at peace. I'm now going to ring the gong 3 times. Please listen, and when the gong finishes sounding for the 3rd time, you may open your eyes and come out of your meditation. There we go.